nice one, aren't it?
So $12.50. See if it fits in the car, eh?
Come back closer to the shore.
Alright, so it's all going really well at the moment. We've pulled the Barra out and we've installed a rob. What's going on?
We are having a look at putting this engine plate in place and how much we cut off it.
It's the Fathead Brigade, me on camera again. And I'm under the car at RMF. We did spend the day working on it yesterday, so I filmed some stuff on it, but didn't really film me on camera, which you don't care about anyway. But it's a quick update as to where we're at. So I'll get this good looking bloke on camera in a second as well. Exciting part of the project. We've basically got the motor out of it, or the dummy engine, and you can see we've got those rails dummied up in here now. So we're effectively trying to make this a full chassis car. And what we're doing now is getting the engine plate sorted, which is this water jet cut plate that I had done before. It's 6mm 6061 aluminium, or aluminum for you crazy Americans. So basically that's going to mount off that, and then we'll have to do the same on the front of the engine, but we'll get the back one in first. Got the dummy engine sitting over there, but everything underneath the car is all sort of sitting where it needs to be, and it's all tacked. So we'll get the engine plate in place, and then basically I think Rob is going to put a few more tacks in place. We'll rip all of that out, and then yeah, slide it all back in, all welded, and then weld it into the car. Simple as that. He's just doing some cardboard aided design here. All right, so I just filmed all that a bit with the GoPro, but we've just pulled out the, what you'd call chassis. It's sitting on the floor here. Got the engine plate here. It's all tack. He's put some larger tacks or like beads around some of them just to hold it all together so it doesn't have little tacks. Yeah, it's all very nicely fitted up, as you can see. Very Robbie spec. That's the trans cross member there with the billet racecraft cage connectors in there, and on the same on the front. Engine plate that Anth from Horsepower Junkie designed for me. Thank you, sir. That's all water jet cut, by the way. So got to get rid of this bit, obviously, because we won't be able to get the drive plate in and out. But there, I've just made these two little plates here, which will tie into flat plates that go into the K-frame. So that sort of gives it a bit more rigidity there. It's going to be welded everywhere, so it's going to be super strong. But the cool thing is that this here actually looks like a lot, and I was like actually sort of going, oh, I'm going to add a bit of weight to the car, but if I do this, yeah, it's really not adding much weight at all. That's awesome. Yeah, that's going to tie in. So the back of that goes into the original crossbar here. And then don't mind how disgusting the outside of this car looks. This is actually, it's a bit dark under here, but when I first built this car, I sprayed all this underbody Schultz here. And it was supposed to be amazing. It looked all good and everything, but it never dried. And it's actually quite gross. It's like there's bits of it that are dry, but other bits that are just, it just smears off on your hands. So I've just sort of cleaning off the bits I don't need to for the meantime, and then I'm on the hunt for somebody that can actually do some dry ice blasting, dry ice blast the whole underside of the car. Everything will be etched just for the meantime that's bare, and then basically I want to go back under and raptor line the underside of the car and do it properly and do it again. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I want it to look all nice. Yeah, better give Robbie a hand because he's doing all the cleaning up at the moment. I'm sitting and watching. So next. Just meet HoonTV's new cameraman. do you want to film that for me while I'm cutting stuff?
Film what?
That. Film your welds. Talk us through it. What's going on? No, go on.
I'm not doing it.
No, have a crack. Robbie can. What's the go with a proper penetrated weld like that? How do you get that to work? I mean, obviously years of experience.
Right temperature, right speed, right amount of wire, send it.
It's a technical term.
Yeah, something like that. Consistency is key, I believe.
Nice. Good job.
Ready.
He just wanted to get some shots of that before he throws some paint on it. So yeah, there's the engine plate in place. All good. There's a trans mount. We've got the BRC or billet racecraft. Quick disconnects there and there. But other than that, I mean, it's all pretty solid anyway between that and the X in here. All right, you do your thing. I'm going to do mine, and then yeah, well actually,
Put this back in the car.
we've got. If I crouch down, Robbie's gone and we've put some weld through paint on all of the bare metal there. I'm up in here, trimming into the floor. I made a bit of space in here before, but I've got so much room behind the pedal there. Well, not a pedal, but it's actually a footrest. So I'm going to just utilise all that to add some room to the engine bay. I'll tidy that up because I freehanded that. And then, yeah, just a couple of quick cleanups. And the compressor's on, so that's time for me to start doing some more cutting. Right, so the car is just about to get loaded back on the trailer. I haven't filmed a lot today just because we've been so busy. We wanted to turn this around quickly, but it's very black under there because we've hit everything with black etch for the meantime. But as you can see, we've got the frame rails in there. They're all welded up. We've got some nice plates off to the side there. Robbie's put his little RMF logo in there. We've also added a tail shaft loop in there. This is that disgusting stuff I've been just scraping off the floor. Engine plate is in, or mid plate. That's in, probably just needs a bit more of a clean up here and there, but it's all pretty good. Yeah, it's all in and we're pretty happy. So still gonna do the front ones because I haven't exactly worked out where the alternator's gonna sit, so I'm not gonna rush into that. But the front should be fairly easy compared to the back, but the engine's sitting where it needs to. Other than that, yeah, very happy and stoked that Robbie was able to fit me in and get all this done in a short amount of time. So big thanks to the man over there washing his hands. just going to talk to myself for a second. There's Robbie. He's in doing my invoice. This is not a sponsored job or anything like that. I basically said, you tell me how much I need to pay you to work on my car, even though I've been giving him a hand, and I'll pay you. So we've done 3 days worth of work on it. Not going to say how much it was, but yeah, really happy. The work's awesome, and I'm going to pay him straight away. And that's what you should do when you're getting somebody to work on a car. I come from a background of being a mechanic, and the amount of horror stories I hear about workshops that let cars go, and then the owner's like, oh, sorry man, I haven't got the money. And it's like, firstly, if I own a workshop, I wouldn't let a car go out the door, even if it messes me around with space and stuff like that. And secondly, you just got to do the right thing. They've done the right thing by you by doing awesome work on your car, so pay them, because that's how a transaction works. You can't go into a supermarket and take your groceries without paying, unless you got a credit card. But yeah, do the right thing.